Okay, I am about a half an hour out of Dix Creek Gap. It is Friday the 10th of March. Squirt went home yesterday. We just couldn't make the logistics work for her to go to Franklin and her to get home on time. So she headed home. But like I said in my last update, I wouldn't trade the last 10 days for anything. She was a great hiking partner. We had pretty similar paces. So we didn't get, other than like on the day on Blue Mountain, we got separated there because she was hurting and we were going uphill, and that's that. My knee. I have a new strategy. I took a 0 yesterday. We put KT tape on my knee for this specific injury, and I'm going to not hike to a schedule. That's what I was trying to do, which is my fault. When I was planning it, I never should have planned it. I thought 12 days from Springer to Franklin would be a no-brainer. Well, it was not a no-brainer. Hindsight being 2020, we should have just looked at it and said, you know what, Hiawasee is a better place to shoot to get you out, and it's a natural fit for her to do another section. So, KT tape on my knee, and I have some icy hot patches, and I'm going to put those on at camp each night and not press myself ridiculously hard. If I need to stop and do a rollout treatment on my knee because it's starting to tighten up a little bit, I stop. That's where I got myself in trouble. So hopefully I make it to Franklin by Monday. I will be, barring a catastrophe, out of Georgia today. So that probably will be the next update I give you guys. So talk to you later. Well, I hope you can see this, and I hope it's not too windy. This is just Saturday, the 11th of March. I am at the Chunky Gal Trail. I am about, I think, a mile and a half from Muskrat Creek Shelter. I'm going to try to get to Carter Gap Shelter today. May or may not happen. Distance-wise, it's quite a hike. My knee is feeling really good. The KT tape seems to be doing the trick. I don't know that the icy hot patch did anything, but it was so cold last night I couldn't tell anything. The battery's also saying it's dying on this. Just because of the cold, I'm gonna stick it in my shirt, try to warm it up. There is a fire tower in a couple miles, Albert Mountain, and I will update you guys then. So it is 1 o'clock, or 12, quarter to 1 on Saturday the 11th, and as you can see, I'm on Standing Indian Mountain. Things are looking good to get into Carter Gap. The terrain's a little bit easier, but I'm not going to jinx myself. So I'll check in when I get to camp. Talk to you later. Well, I'm on my way to Carter Gap Shelter. And I haven't done this for a while, so I figured I'd do it and show you so far what I've seen of typical North Carolina trail and give you my initial impressions of North Carolina and my parting shots at Georgia. What I've seen so far of North Carolina is the trail maintaining clubs in North Carolina take pride in the condition of their trail. Okay, The first 3 climbs in North Carolina are absolutely no joke, but oh, hang on, I'll pick this up in a minute. Anyway, the first 3 climbs in North Carolina are absolutely no joke. I mean, they're as tough as anything that you've seen at that point. Actually, perhaps tougher. You know, the joke that I've heard said is North Carolina is trying to throw you back into Georgia. However, once you get past those, other than there's a little bit of a rock scramble going down into Deep Gap, but not nearly as bad as something like Blue Mountain was. And then from there, the climb up Standing Indian Mountain was really easy. And then the descent down, once again, was fairly easy. And it shows the difference, I think, in the way, you know, in my opinion, North Carolina thinks of their section of the trail, and Georgia thinks of their section of the trail. Georgia wants to be the red-headed stepchild of New Hampshire. Here, let's make everything as absolutely as difficult as possible. And North Carolina's like, look, our mountains are big enough. You're going to go over the top of them, but we're going to make it so it's relatively easy. Once again, initial impression. North Carolina may reach up and slap me right in the butt for saying that, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents while I had a section of trail that didn't require me to sound like an 80-year-old on a heart monitor. So anyhow, that's my initial thoughts of North Carolina and my final thoughts on Georgia. I won't tell you what I did when I crossed the state line, but let's just say I was not very politically correct to Georgia. So anyhow, I will catch up later. Here it is, home for the night. Carter Gap Shelter. I believe I went 15 miles today. We'll look it up tomorrow. Bye. Okay, I'm in Franklin, North Carolina. Got in yesterday. My videos for the last 2 days on the trail, something was wrong with my camera and they cut off after like 30 seconds, so there isn't much there, but I threw up the 100-mile picture. On Saturday we were walking through the snow, and I wish I could have, the video would have turned out, but it just didn't. And then we got up to Albert Mountain, which is about a 250-foot straight up climb that you're rock scrambling to go up it, and it was kind of dicey with the ice and snow on the rocks, but we got up there just fine. We had absolutely no view, and it's the first time I've ever anytime I've ever seen a video of anybody doing it, of doing the trail, when they get to Albert Mountain, they've got these gorgeous views. And a guy I had hiked with the day out of Dix Creek Gap, he ended up having to go back and find his phone, came the next day and had beautiful view. So I told him he lost his phone and he got a beautiful view out of it. We kind of think it's going to be trail karma. The people that didn't get a view on Mount Albert will get good views other places because of that. But update on my knee, it is great. I'm going to put a new batch of KT tape on it, keep it on there until I get to Franklin, I'm in Franklin. Keep it on there until I get to Fontana Dam, and then see how it feels from there. And I have almost caught up with some of the people I started the trail with. They went out today. I'm not going tomorrow. I was going to go tomorrow. My original plan was just to take a 0 and go out tomorrow, but it's supposed to be in the low teens during the day and get down below 0 at night with, you know, negative 20 wind chill. And yeah, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to end up taking 2 zeros here in Franklin, which is okay. That gives my knee that much, one more day. So the plan is to get out of Franklin on Thursday. It'll still be cold, but not nearly as bitterly cold up in the mountains, and then go from there. I think I might see Rocket Man and 30 coming back into town tonight. We'll see. But I will try to get this uploaded tonight so you guys can see what I've been doing. Like I said, I wish the videos of the hiking in the snow would have turned out, but it was so cold that the battery on my camera must have been on the fritz, because every video cut off after like 30 seconds. So unfortunately there's not a lot there, but I will try to keep a closer eye on that in the future. So I'll get this uploaded tonight and talk to you all later. Bye.